guys, so today we are doing a full tour on Yosemite and I'll be telling you a lot of facts about it. But the first fact you need to know is that Yosemite is best known, like literally best known for its waterfalls. Its waterfalls, like there's definitely more than 50, I can tell you. And a lot of them are really stunning to look at. So we went here in the winter. So yes, in the winter, it's like, you know, it's a different place in the winter. It's literally different. So summer is when people go in the summer, it's like really popular and it's the most crowded. But if you visit during winter like I did, you can see a quieter side of Yosemite and more viewing. You could view it more and it wouldn't be too crowded with too many people, and there's more space to like take a minute to look at everything. And we did stay at a place near Yosemite. There's this place called Rush Creek Lodge. It's the recommendation because it's right near the Big Oak Flat entrance. It's just minutes from it. It is recommended to take your own car because either way you'll see very stunning views. Just one thing, it is definitely worth visiting in winter because just the stunning views in winter too are amazing.
So I'm here at Yosemite Park and we're going to Yosemite Valley. So like this is really pretty and I've been playing in the snow for the last 20 minutes because I love it. And so basically we have a lake here and then snow. So I kept throwing snow into the lake for some reason. And so, no. So fun. And so now we're going down to the Yosemite Valley and see you there.
There's a question with most people. You guys are thinking, is it better than the summer? It is not. It is just as beautiful, and sometimes it's even more beautiful in the winter because of all the dazzling snow. And it also has an upper side and a downside because first of all, the downside is because it'll be cold and you'll have to fight with the conditions a bit more. But the second part, the good part, is that it'll be a lot less crowded and you can take more time to look at these amazing views. Along with that, animal life, it's like better to not touch them and respect them, but there is a lot of animal life here. Some large mammals include like deer, black bears, coyotes, or mountain lions. I've only seen the deer a lot. I haven't really seen anything else, but don't try to go near them or touch them because I think it's best not to, and that's what the sign said. But look at this place. Like, it was so fun climbing up some of the rocks, I guess, because you couldn't climb up all of them if you wanted to. But look, we three are just over there. Our whole family went. Me, my dad, and my little brother, and my mom. So yeah, but the view from here is amazing. Like, look at that. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the mountains, everything is just yours. I told you in the winter it's not that crowded.
So basically this is another point in Yosemite Valley and I am making footprints. Yeah, so I was trying to climb up the rocks, but it turns out it's way too slippery. But yay, this is way too fun. And I'm trying to make snow angels, but I can't lay down in the snow. Where? So I am going to make another snowball and throw it at you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is very slippery too. I climbed only a few of the rocks, but the rest I can't because like it's way too slippery.
Yes, so as you can see, I did not finish my sentence, but it was just like climbing the rocks. So yes, there are a lot of top attractions in Yosemite. But yes, we were in Yosemite Valley. Yosemite Valley is the most famous and the most beautiful section of the park. It's home to big name tourist attractions like the Half Dome, El Capitan, and Yosemite Falls. I pronounced that wrong. El Capitan. I'm pretty sure that's it. But yes, outside the valley, there's these two roads called Glacier Road and Tioga Road. The Glacier Road, it has access to lots of stunning views over the Yosemite Valley. And Tioga Road crosses the park in like this, this like east-west direction. It runs through alpine scenery. There you can find less busy hiking trails. And like due to the altitude, Tioga Road opens later in the spring. So yes, we did take Glacier Road. There's lots of stuff in Yosemite, like visiting museums, galleries, hiking, biking, climbing. You can do a lot in Yosemite. So the first thing is Yosemite Falls. It's one of the most memorable and striking features in Yosemite Valley. The second one is Half Dome. I did mention that. It's one of Yosemite's most famous sites, and it's for climbing. It's well known in the climbing world for being one of the first big climbs. And from tunnel view, you can also see the Half Dome, but it's best to view it from the lookout at Glacier Point. The third one is El Capitan, which I did mention. It's a 3,000-foot sheer rock face. It's on the north side of Yosemite Valley. Although it seriously doesn't seem like it, but it is actually 1,000 feet higher than the face of Half Dome. That's why you guys need to go to Yosemite and see it for yourself. The fourth one is Tunnel View. It's the most classic view of Yosemite Valley, and it's an incredible sight at any time of the day. But in the morning, the walls are mostly in shadow. But it's an incredible sight. You feel like you're on top of the world. The fifth is Glacier Point. It has an elevation of more than 7.2k feet or 7,200 feet. It gives you the grand view over the entire valley. Means this one you would definitely love. You know those mountains you see beside us while we're driving? Those are where some of the lookouts are placed. There's the sixth one. It's called Bridalveil Fall. It's another classic site. It's on the south side of Yosemite Valley this time. It's an easy one to reach on foot, and it has a short trail that will take you right to the base. And from this point, the seventh part is just hiking. Because hiking is one of the most popular things to do in Yosemite, if you do not hike, I don't know how you'll get to see any of these. It has a full range of hikes, this park. From quick and easy, including some wheelchair accessible paths too. There's a lot here. The eighth one is climbing. It's the most famous rock climbing destination in the United States, seriously. But we didn't do that. The ninth is Tioga Road. We did not take that because it was only open in the spring. We did take Glacier Point Road. There's more. There's the Yosemite Museum and the Indian Village. We did visit the museum, I'm pretty sure. You might see it somewhere in the video. But seriously, I'm going to be showing you here, I'm pretty sure, is mostly scenery. You can also bike through Yosemite if you want. So yes, those are kind of the main points I would want to tell you to go. And that's mostly all. And then there's this also one more point called Mariposa Grove. It's grove. It has a bunch of giant sequoias. It has over 500 mature sequoias. It's the largest sequoia grove in Yosemite, and there are a lot there. It is countless. But that's you see those mountains? You could see them from a lookout point, maybe. It would be really interesting. And the thing is, just literally just the scenery would be enough for me.
how deep it is. Okay. Oh, dude, my leg is stuck. Oh my god, look how deep it is. Alright, let me stand here. I keep falling. Look, even the snow holds me. The snow literally holds me. I can just do this all day.
Me catching myself before I fall. What I was trying to say there is totally unimportant. So just stay here. Don't leave the video, okay? Read my text. There's a lot of tourist attractions that are available during the winter, like Yosemite National Park, Badger Pass Ski Area, the Dewey Point, and the Awani. It is spelled, this one, it's a kind of weird spelling. It's spelled like A-H-W-A-H-N-E-E, Awani, something like that. But those are the places you can visit in Yosemite in the winter. Here's a fact about Yosemite. It has a great history. The Awanichi Native Americans, they're this tribe. They're thought to have lived in the Yosemite Valley area for over 7,000 years. They also, when you're visiting Yosemite, just treat it with both with reverence and with awareness that you are visiting stolen land. It's just interesting to know that. When you're visiting Yosemite in winter, just keep in mind that you're located at 4,000 feet above sea level, so you're a lot more likely to experience temperatures below freezing. That's one. Heavy snowfall, that's two. And the third one is winter storm. So it's also recommended sometimes to bring waterproof layers, such as waterproof jackets, warm socks, beanie, multiple layers, sturdy boots, gloves. Those are some of the things you should want to bring. And if you're that kind of person who snowshoes, skis, and that type of stuff, you can always bring those in the winter. It's fun to do those. December is an excellent time to visit. We visited around December, actually. There's a lot of winter holiday activities. We didn't do much of them, but we did play a lot there. First of all, for winter, you'll need a lot of stuff. I have described a lot of them. You'll probably want thermal layers since I did start freezing at some point. Like after some time, you'll want some more layers. You'll want a camera too, because if you're going to Yosemite without a camera, it's kind of like not worth a trip, because you need the camera to remember all of this stunning view. I don't think anyone would forget it, but always keep a photo with you, because the view is just something you would definitely want to take a photo of. Another main thing is the options to visit. They are quite limited in the winter, but on top of that, the crowds are much smaller. There's enough to see itself, even if so many of them are closed or either not allowed to go in winter.
I'm having lots of fun. I'll be showing you even more snow. I know, it's way too much snow here. So right now I'm going over there. We bought some things from the shop. I'll be showing you them later. So yeah, so much snow. And snow is falling on me from the trees. I thought that would be only in fantasy. But yeah, it's not. Because there's lots of snow on the trees. So the snow is the snow is turning white. Yeah, so it's really slippery. This side is snow, but this one is ice. It's really pretty.
This is a store we went to. As I said, we did buy a bunch of stuff. Because yes, who wouldn't? You want to keep some memory of coming here. Especially when it's like so beautiful. There's quite a few trails you could take in the winter. Here's some of them. First is Yosemite Valley Loop Trail. There's Mirror Lake Trail, Vernal and Nevada Falls Winter Route. There's Wapama Falls Trail. There is Wawona Meadow Loop. Like, there's a lot of them. Lewis Creek Trail, Height Cove Trail. Yeah, like, the list is a lot. There's also Immersed River Trail. Like, the thing is, there's a lot to do even with a bunch of stuff, like, not allowed and used for the winter. We spent a lot of time here, even though, like, so much stuff is, like, you know, you can't visit. But we did spend a lot of time here, and I can promise you that if you visit this place, make sure to bring a camera. Otherwise, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. I can just say that one thing, though. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to, like, enjoy the view.
Right in front of the falls, and the water's, it's coming out of the mountain. The water's coming out of the mountain and turning tide. So that's the best part about the fall. It's like, so it's really, it feels imaginary, but it's not. Snowball.
If you just saw that waterfall, I bet you're literally mesmerized right now. I know, it looked like a cloud. Looks like a cloud just falling out of there for some reason. It's like falling, but it's like mist and cloud mixed together, but like a darker, like more dense figure.
So I'm standing right in front of the falls right now, and this place has a lot of them. When the water just like turns to ice, and then it literally solidifies as it goes down. So yeah.
Okay, now I'm just sitting on something. You guessed it, was a block of ice, but no, it is somewhere to sit on, and it has been covered by a blanket of ice, which I am trying to scoop and throw blocks of ice. I've been doing that everywhere, and look, my sleeves are covered with ice right now. But seriously, it's worth it going here. I don't know how many times I'll say it. I'll say it until it's glued in your head, and you will want to go here if you have not. Maybe that much. But seriously, the view here is just mesmerizing. Wow, look at that. I can also say another fact, we definitely walked a lot here. so cold. I'm freezing literally. Like there's ice in my boots. And I'm just walking with my feet paralyzed. Like, I can't move. My hands are already pale.
I'm right in front of the falls now. There's lots of water. I thought it was turning into ice, but it seems like that's at the very top. It's ice and then it turns into water, I think. I don't know, but there's lots of snow. I'm trying to climb on the rocks, but I keep slipping. So yeah, it's very pretty. Look at it. I'm gonna try to climb on this rock. Okay, I got it. Yay! It's so cold though. Like the ice went in my boots, so yeah, my feet are paralyzed.
There are another few places you can visit in this snow-capped winter. There's something called the Yosemite Valley Floor Tour, the Yosemite Museum. It's a museum in Yosemite, of course, by the name you can see. There's another one called Merced River at the main fork, and a Goat Meadow Trailhead. I think that's a trail. But those things are available in the winter, and yes, you can visit them. There is one thing I would highly suggest you guys to do. You guys should take a hike to the Fire Fall. It's a fall, but it literally looks like fire pouring down. The second one is downhill skiing and snowboarding, which a lot of people do. And then snowshoeing, and you can take some auto tours, some sledding, sleigh rides, a bunch of stuff, cross-country skiing. There's a bunch of stuff you can do in Yosemite in the winter. There's ice skating, and you can visit the Ansel Adams Gallery. There's some hotels at Yosemite. You can dine there. There's a lot of things you can actually do in Yosemite. So yeah, it is a really interesting place to visit. I'm saying for the 100th time. Like so many places. It's, here's a fact. The Arch Rock entrance is the easiest way to get into Yosemite Valley in winter. Just in winter. But the thing is, you can't do all of these. You can't ski, snowshoe, sleigh rides, ice skating, and you can't like do all of those things in summer. Even if it's super good in summer and fall, it is just as beautiful in the winter. Just saying that. So either way you plan your trip to Yosemite, it's gonna be beautiful. Another fact I want to say is that once you visit one place of Yosemite, you'll want to visit all the rest of it, and as you keep going, you'll want to explore the entire Yosemite itself. So the time we spent there, and we did miss some points, but I wanted to go to all of them, but we had to miss them based on our trip. So if you are going to Yosemite, try to plan a bit longer trip, because it's gonna be one of the best trips you've ever imagined. Trust me. So yes, I would suggest planning a bit of a longer trip if you're going to Yosemite, so you can explore everything and you'll feel satisfied at the end. And the fact that you'll be able to throw like 200 snowballs in the time. Yeah. That's another good thing about winter. You can throw snowballs. But like the thing is, it was below freezing, so all the snow turns to ice at some point. So yes, throwing snowballs wasn't much fun when you were throwing ice at people. Dry ice. But yes, just taking a look at one of these places and these views that we have here, it's like fascinating at how many places you can go in Yosemite itself. And the waterfalls, there's so many different types and they all look a bit different at least, but they're all fascinating. And it just makes you want to visit so many more. Just you have this longing to visit more once you visit one of them. I'm just saying. And like me just looking at the mountains right now, it feels like I'm almost, if I go a little higher, I'll be on top of the world. It'll be one of the best feelings you've ever had. But really, at some points, the snow was actually shiny, and it was like, I had an interest in it because the snow was shiny, and I've never seen anything like that before. And then a bunch of snow with these snow-capped trees and everything. It just looks really pretty. The last fact I want to tell you is like the coldest months in Yosemite. What are the coldest months? The coldest months are December and January, where temperatures can drop to about -1 Celsius at night and 30 degrees Fahrenheit. But yeah, I think that's all I can say for now. I think we've covered like the entire Yosemite for winter at least. In the summer, there'll be a lot more places to visit, but you can't do much. No snow skiing. But yeah. I think that wraps up our like full tour of Yosemite. In the next video, I'm going to be explaining to you another part of our 15-day trip, which is on San Francisco. And like, I think Yosemite will stay my favorite part this whole time. But the next part is San Francisco. And I think I might do a full video on it. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get more updates on our videos. Bye, and see you next time.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.